Let's see how this works.
Like stuff like that, like weird comedy, so I don't know if I have anything besides it.
I made it!
Yes, you did. Perfect.
I'm gonna be the front row.
Can't sit right there. That's where the contestant is.
Where can I sit?
Just right there.
But I don't want to block. Right there.
Let's go over here. Be good.
I'll be alone until I win.
Winning. That's not winning right there.
I saved the gun. I trusted you.
That is not
I didn't
winning.
pull it out while you were sitting. I pulled it out, I was like, here, sit here. And then you just started sitting.
Can I say, is it alright if I sit on the floor right now? I'm too upset to stand up. Stop the math. So if I win, do I get like a box of coffee? Alright. Is it like internet dollars?
Test 1, 2, test 1, 2.
Is this like a millionaire? You put it like that. I just put it right away. Oh. Jack's in the car. I have a laptop. No, that's sound.
All the cables are going.
Wow, we got a full room. Holy crap.
Just a dual laptop, man. There's an extra outlet over there.
Alright, test 1, 2. Alright, so how are we all doing tonight? Alright, so you guys all having a good time at PortCon so far?
No.
Alright, so we have 2 hours to work with. I just wanted to explain to you guys what this is. So who is familiar with the game show Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? I think pretty much everyone is, so...
I have no idea what we're doing.
Yeah, you always don't know what we're doing.
Oh, wait. Are we doing the Regis one?
We are doing the Regis one, yes.
Okay, so we're not doing that one where we can shuffle all that crap,
No,
right?
no, this is based on the original version that I think is 100 times better.
Good.
The original, authentic version with all the music and everything included. So.
That was a bad idea.
Though, I will say that I did put one lifeline in from the newer version, but I can get away with that because everything else is still the old version. So, alright, so I'll just explain everything. I've ran this panel for, this is my 4th time running it. This is my first time at PortCon though, so I'm really happy to be here tonight. And I just want to warn everyone that when I do pick people, try not to be like the anime Boston crew that we had a couple months ago where some woman thought that Ryu was Pac-Man.
What?
Make a long story short, there was a $300 question where it showed a picture of Pac-Man on the screen and she thought it was Ryu and she answered it and everyone face-palmed at her. So, I just hope that you guys from Maine can really prove how smart you are because every time I've run an Anime Boston, no one has ever got past the $8,000 question. But, on the other hand, when I ran it at AAC, we did have someone get all the way up to $125,000. So, let's see if we can produce a millionaire tonight for once. Alright, so here we go. So, alright, so first thing, I'll just explain this. I'll just explain how the game works a little bit.
Is this for actual cash?
No.
And $1 million.
What? Wait, no, we got prizes though. We got prizes. Alright, so I have to explain this to everyone because in case no one knows how this works, in case they haven't seen how I've ran it before, what we're going to do is we have 2 hours to work with, so we're going to get a lot of people up here in the next 2 hours that we have. So the way it works is that you're going to come up in the hot seat that we have right here, try to answer as many questions as you can right to get all the way up to the money tree. What? Yeah, it's hard to do it because my friend ditched me like last week, so he wasn't going to be here tonight, and he was going to be doing all the audio stuff, so it's going to be kind of a challenge, but bear with me here.
I can be your speaking voice.
We can try to see how well we can do tonight here, but the way it works though is that we're going to try to get as many people up here as we can in the next couple hours, and as each person comes up, they're going to want to try to set the bar as high as they can for the next person, because the way it works is that whoever has the highest score at the end of the panel, at the end of the 2 hours that we have, will be the first person to come up over here and pick which prize they want off the prize table. So it'll go in order in terms of who's won the most amount of dollars, in terms of who gets to pick which prize they want. So and I'll come over here and I'll show you guys what we got for prizes here. So I brought some really good prizes with me this year, so hopefully you'll bear with me. This is the best prize I think I brought with me. Shrink wrapped Xbox 360 game Gears of War Platinum Edition. So I brought 3 manga books with me. We have Bernie Kenshin, we have Code Geass, and we also have Bleach. Even though neither team could show that they proved well in the playoffs, I still have a Boston Celtics watch and a New England Patriots sports watch. These are worth at least $20 each. I have an anime DVD that I've never heard of. I just had it somewhere, and it's still shrink wrapped. It's called I'm Gonna Be an Angel. I'm not sure if anyone's ever heard of that series, but I had it with me, so. It may or may not be porn. Show everyone.
Does it have a little 18 and up on the back?
Yeah, here. I'll show it everyone if they can see it. And not rated. Not.
Oh, yeah.
I never noticed that either, so I have 3 Naruto posters here if anyone wants them. If you want me to show them to you, I'll
Because I never even heard of it.
And yeah, I bring this with me each time that I run this panel because I know how awesome these are and how awesome they used to be in terms of being retro. I brought 2 Dragon Ball Z shrink-wrapped VHS tapes.
Oh, God!
And if you need something for Mr. Kyle Hebert to sign, who is the voice of Team Gohan, he will be here tomorrow, I believe. And if this is something that you want to sign,
I'll give you $5 and the biggest hug you've ever seen.
And I also have Please Rewind tape. I brought another Dragon Ball tape with me just in case anyone wanted it. Finally, now I know some of you may have traveled here quite some distance to get up here. I know one of my friends did. But if you need help, because we all know gas prices are ridiculous, there's a $10 Irving gas card right here. If anyone wants to pick that as a prize at the very end of this panel. So, with that being said, you guys know what the prizes are. Now we have to decide who wants to be the first contestant, who wants to be a millionaire. Okay, first thing I want to know is who thinks they know the most about anime in terms of everything anime related in general, because this is what happened. My friend was the one that picked the first contestant at Anime Boston 2 months ago, and that ended up being the girl that answered the Pac-Man question wrong. So that kind of set the bar for how bad it was when everything happened. So
Pac-Man question wrong?
she didn't know who Pac-Man was. She thought Pac-Man was Ryu.
That's exactly what happened!
Oh!
Pac-Man was who? You know, it used to be
Beautiful.
I think that person is not only so illiterate that they must have actually gotten.
First things first, I want to know something because there was a guy I talked to on the forums. His name was Big Fabulous, but I don't know if he's here or not.
Big Fabulous?
Wait, Mr. Fabulous?
Or Big Fabulous?
Big Fabulous.
Is Big Fabulous here?
Because he said, I told him because he said he had to run a panel himself in about an hour, and I told him he could be the first contestant if he came
Yeah,
here.
that's he really runs the hour.
Yeah, is he here though? Alright, a couple of things I also want to let you guys know. Make sure that no one shouts out any answers because we have asked the audience for a reason, so I just want to make sure that you're all set in terms of that, because the last thing I want people to do is to shout out an answer and then we'll have to throw out that whole bracket of questions, and it means that one less person will be able to come up here. I've made 16 brackets of questions, so if we get really, really lucky, maybe we can get as many as 16 people up here, but I don't know if that's going to happen or not. Alright, so I got to pick the first person, so who wants to be the first contestant? Who wants to be a millionaire?
She does.
I could.
Who thinks they know the most about anime? I got to decide here.
Her arm went limp.
Wait a minute, I'll make a proposition because I just finished watching Black Butler, and I know that Grell is one of my favorite characters. So why don't you come up here and be the first person on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Yeah. How are you doing today?
Very well.
All right, so do you need me to explain anything in terms of the rules of lifelines or anything like that? Actually, I will explain the lifelines and how they work, so first things first. All right, so like I said, it's based on the same old school version of Millionaire, 15 questions away from winning $1 million anime dollars. You have 4 lifelines to help you out, and the first one is jump the question, which you can see right there. That lets you jump over any question that you don't know. So if you don't know, it's based on the newest version of Millionaire, so in case there is the question that you don't know, you always skip over and see if you get it right. We have Double Dip, which lets you answer any question twice, and that's based off the old school version of Millionaire as well, if you've seen it. But the only catch to it is that if you activate it, you have to answer the question. There's no turning back at that point. We have the 50-50, which takes away 2 wrong answers from the questions. And a lot of people do this at Anime Boston. If you want, you could always use the Double Dip and the 50-50 on one question and guarantee yourself the right answer if you want. Finally, we have the lifeline that we're going to get you all involved. We have Ask the Audience. And basically, we'll get into that when you want to ask the audience. And finally, if you, all right, there we go. If you get to the...
You're good.
All right. If you get to the $32,000 level, you will get a 5th lifeline called the wild card, and basically how that's going to work is that any lifeline you've already used, you can use your wild card and use it to use one lifeline again that you've already used beforehand. So that being said, you're 15 questions away from winning $1 million. Are you ready to play Millionaire?
Yes, I am.
Are we all ready to play Millionaire? So here's your money tree, and I will show everyone your categories. So these are your categories that you have. All right, so we're ready to play? By the way, I'm running this by myself, like I said, because my friend wasn't going to be here, so like this might be a little bit of trial and error for me since I'm running 2 computers at once, but we'll see how it works out. So, all right, so you know the first category, so let's see how well you can believe it. For $100, here we go. Who is this character? Is it A, Sasuke, B, Rock Lee, C, Naruto, or D, doesn't matter, I don't believe it.
That'd be C, Naruto.
Final answer.
C.
Yeah. Oh.
C.
Yeah, if you clicked on that, that would have been game over, but you clicked on Naruto, and yes, that is right, for $100. Like I said, bear with me, I'm kind of new to this, running this with 2 computers by myself, so we're going for $200 right now. The category is Inuyasha. Let's see what it is. In the anime Inuyasha himself is half human and half what? Demon, wolf, dragon, or ninja, believe it.
I'm gonna go with A, demon.
Final answer?
Yes.
And yes, you're right, for $200. Come on, guys. That might influence me in terms of picking you as a contestant. So here we go for $300. Let's see what it is. Reading. I wonder what this is. All right, for $300. It's, oh wow. Right. I guess that. All right. Whoops. So, for some reason, this didn't want to work on me right. So I guess we'll.
Your computer's in charge.
Yeah, I guess it is. Yeah. So.
Kill the projector.
Yeah, exactly. So, there we go. Unlike regular books, how are you supposed to read a typical Japanese manga? Are you supposed to read it left to right, downward, right to left, or upward?
That'd be C, right to left.
Final answer?
Final answer.
And yes, you are right. Moving on to the $500 question. What exactly is it? Is the category. This better not be messing up with me like it always does. Let's unhook.
I've seen enough hentai to know where this is going.
I'm going to unhook the projector because I don't know why this is doing this on me because I guess it is, yeah. All right.
It just means everyone.
All right, there we go. All right.
I played this at Boston last year.
Oh, you did, yeah. All right. That'll show up again. Okay, what is the Death Note? Is Is it a shinigami, a stone tablet, a notebook, or a potato chip flavor?
I wish it was a potato chip flavor, but it's C, notebook.
Final answer?
Final answer.
And yes, you are right for $500. We're going for $1,000. The category is Naruto. Let's see what. In Naruto, which character has the Sharingan and only one eye? Is it Gaara? Madara, if I'm saying that right. I might say some of these things wrong, some of these names wrong, so please correct me if I say anything wrong. Alright, Sakura or Kakashi?
I'm gonna skip the question because I know nothing about Naruto at all.
You're gonna skip the question?
Yes.
I'll just like let you know that if you skip the question, you're gonna have to get the $2,000 question right since you're skipping over a safe haven. And if you get the $2,000 question wrong, you're gonna leave with nothing. So you can ask the audience if you want, but you can skip the question if you want. Like,
I'll ask the audience.
oh, you want to ask the audience? Okay, we're gonna ask the audience, guys. So, all right. So the way they ask the audience is gonna work is just by show of raise of hands in terms of what you think the right answer is. But I'm gonna do it like who here thinks it's A, Gaara, and then you show raise of hands, and then we'll do the same thing for the rest of the answers. So who here thinks it's A, Gaara?
I want to look at the audience. Yeah.
Yeah, look at the audience.
Sure, yeah.
Two people think it's Gaara. Who thinks it's B, Madara? Who thinks it's C, Sakura? I think it's saying something. Who thinks it's D, Kakashi? There you go. Alright, so, you know.
I'm gonna go with D, Kakashi.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
And yes, you win $1,000. Thumbs up. Alright. So you may have passed the somewhat easy questions. We're going to test your knowledge a little bit more now. You still have...
Oh, those questions are gonna be easy. I know all those categories.
Alright, let's see what the categories are. Classic Sonic games, Dragon Ball Z, voice actor roles. We'll see how everything works out. So, for $2,000, here we go. Which of these is not the name of a level from the famous Sega Genesis game, Sonic the Hedgehog 2? Is it Chemical Plant Zone, Casino Night Zone, Seaside Hill Zone, or Mystic Cave Zone?
I believe it's D, because I clearly remember A, B, and I'm fairly sure I remember level C, so I'm gonna go with D. Mystic Cave Zone.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry, that is the wrong answer. Who knows what it is?
It's C.
C, Seaside Hill Zone. But it's a good thing you asked the audience because you got yourself the $1,000 level, so you will leave $1,000. So let's give a hand to the first person. This contestant's done. Well, like a little bit of trial and error, like I said. Next, I have to make sure that like the animations come up next time instead of like the question just not showing at all. That was terrible. All right, so I'm doing a random number generator in terms of like what's going to be the next bracket. So the next bracket is number 1. So we're gonna see. Yeah, holla. All right. Yeah. So let me just get out of that. And go into here. Let's just give me a sec here. Oh, by the way, I got to write. Does anyone have a pen on them?
Oh,
I have a knife.
Alright, yeah, I just need to write down the scores and everything, so just thank you very much. Someone drop change.